Hello, Alaxers, welcome back. It might hold some truth that if you fail to plan, you should plan to fail. But in this ever-changing world, sometimes the best laid plans are not the best to follow. The 21st century has been ruthless, from terrorist attacks to global market crashes, epidemics, and pandemics. All of this has knock-on effect for businesses. On top of this, there have been plenty of positive changes that have shaped the way we do things. Smartphones and internet access have disrupted the way we operate, and businesses who have adapted have seen exponential success. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Today, we're looking at businesses that successfully adapted to change and have gone on to greatness. And be sure to keep an eye out for our video listing the top 10 businesses that failed to adapt and went out in a blaze of glory or a slow fade. Number 10. Yellow Pages ditched paper for digital. Since 1966, the Yellow Pages' big, thick books have been the most well-known name in the telephone directories in the UK. In most countries, it was a standard accessory in every home and office for over 50 years. Then enter the internet and exit the need for a hard copy of telephone directories. And while Pinterest probably can show you 101 wonderful things to do with your old Yellow Pages books, that's about the end of its relevance for most of us since Google. Slowly, the Yellow Pages began to move its audience over to Yell.com, an online directory platform, but clients were still featured in the paper versions too. However, Yellow Pages did enter the internet race early enough. According to several studies, in 2010, Yellow Pages was the top 5 highest revenue generator of all search items in Google's AdWords program. In 2011, it was still one of the top 50 searched terms in the world. In February of that year, the Yellow Pages Association claimed a $15 return on investment for every $1 spent with them. In 2017, the CEO Richard Hanscott announced what most of us already knew to be a necessary next move: to stop printing the directory from 2019. Although you might feel like it was a bit late, the company hasn't suffered at all by delaying the move, and Yell.com is a trusted directory. Number 9. Real estate agents are becoming backseat drivers in property sales. Until recently, show houses on a Sunday afternoon or by arrangement were the most frequent ways to view a house you might be interested in. This meant that potential buyers and sellers had a tiny window of opportunity to buy and sell, as it were. Estate agents had to juggle a complicated balancing act of schedules to make viewings a reality. As our schedules became busier and busier, the property market has adapted to survive by heeding the busy schedule of buyers and sellers and creating online tours that allow you to shop on your own time. Virtual reality allows buyers to walk through a potential property where you can enjoy 3D property tours without a pesky sales agent chiming in. Walkthrough videos are created with aerial drone footage and 3D technology that records the scale of rooms, a walk around the neighborhood, and even the detail of how high the shower head is set. VR has revolutionized how we can buy properties, and estate agents can basically sell while they sleep. Number 8. Netflix moved with the market and never looked back. When Reed Hastings founded Netflix back in 1997, it was a DVD rental company. Customers would order their videos for home movie night. DVDs were sent in the mail and, once viewed, posted back to Netflix headquarters. They remained confined to the US during this stage of their business life. What set them apart was the introduction of subscription fees in 1999. So for a monthly subscription, you could rent up to a certain amount of titles. It was such a successful business model that in 2000, they scrapped the per-title rentals altogether. That same year, they offered Blockbuster a buy-in, which Blockbuster declined. But more on that in our video, The 10 Businesses That Failed to Adapt to Change. In 2010, the visionary Hastings made a bold move to attempt to stream movies over the internet. The first 10 years were an experiment. He continued the service of physical DVDs, but also got early adapter customers used to the idea of streaming. As internet bandwidth increased, his idea became a reality. This move disrupted the traditional TV networks, DVD rental stores, and even movie cinemas. In fact, Netflix is counted among the top disruptors of the 21st century, and Hastings' hunger to innovate and offer the market simpler solutions was the reason for this. To date, Netflix has over 148 million paid subscriptions worldwide and counting. And while they don't cut a profit, they're a business that isn't going anywhere. Number 7. The Walt Disney Company isn't just Bambi and Mickey Mouse. Since 1923, Disney has been a leader in entertainment, but when Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse failed to appeal to audiences, Disney kicked into overdrive and made some big moves. They remained agile in the face of numerous market changes, and their non-stop success is a testament to this. First, they acquired Pixar Studios in 2006 at a cost of $7.4 billion, bringing names like Toy Story into their stable. Then they brought Marvel on board in 2009 for $6 billion and sealed the deal for Star Wars by buying Lucasfilms in 2012 for $4 billion. This gave them one of the largest entertainment slates in history, but they weren't done yet. They put $52 billion in stocks on the block in 2017 and secured almost all of 21st Century Fox. Now, they don't just lead in theme parks, but own vast properties in every corner of entertainment. Talk about a radical makeover, from a hand-drawn black and white mouse to the most advanced computer-generated action blockbusters of the 21st century. Number 6. The foundation of LEGO might still be centered on a simple plastic block, but their business moves have been far more complex. LEGO was founded in 1932 by a Danish carpenter who believed the simple LEGO bricks would offer endless possibilities for play for generations of children, and it definitely did. Until 2003, that is, when LEGO was nearly forced into bankruptcy. It had over-innovated and couldn't find a new generation of consumers in a market saturated with technology. They realized they could streamline their innovation of original products and rather collaborate with brands to spark interest. So began the partnerships with brands like Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. Number 5. Ford Motor Company has always remained adaptable to change. Their success of mastering the production line is what set them apart in the first place, and then Ford's ability to reinterpret production technology has kept them relevant. As 3D technology disrupts markets like medicine, jewelry, and architecture, Ford is not afraid to adapt. It's already testing 3D technology in producing parts. The company is looking to introduce 3D tech in producing interior parts as well as exterior spoilers. Perhaps soon enough, if you buy a Ford, it'll mean printing it yourself at home. Number 4. Software sales have gone invisible. Before 2015, if you needed software from antivirus to photo editing software, it was a trip to a computer store to buy a disk, then spend a few hours installing it. Each year, if you wanted the latest version, it was another CD and another big software install, and all the bugs you had to deal with to boot. Software players like Adobe or Microsoft quickly adopted cloud-based subscription models, which made their services seamless, and it was far easier to retain customers. Updates are now instant. Bugs are fixed without even realizing it, and there are no upfront overhead costs. Number 3. Amazon wasn't always like it is today. Jeff Bezos takes an adapt-or-die approach to business. From his initial offering of books, he diversified into a robust marketplace serving both sellers and buyers. Once perfected, he moved into refining logistical technology to remain the leader with unrivaled delivery and order accuracy and one-click purchasing. As Amazon expanded, he introduced cloud services to diversify Amazon's offerings, and it paid off, becoming one of the big players in web hosting and scalable cloud computing, offering pay-as-you-go options. Then he entered the fresh food delivery market with same-day or same-hour delivery. Amazon bought Whole Foods and was able to adapt to meet the demand for busy lifestyles and increased awareness of healthy eating. Then came on-demand entertainment. With all that cloud space already procured, Amazon Prime Video was born. Now it's to infinity and beyond, literally, as Bezos joins the commercial space race. Not bad for the Earth's biggest bookstore started in Jeff Bezos' garage in 1994. Maybe he's actually aiming for universal domination. Number 2. PayPal didn't start out as an online payment system. The other founder of PayPal, Max Levchin, revealed that PayPal was originally a cryptography company when they founded it in 1998. Later, it was used as a means of transmitting money via PDAs. After ups, downs, and plenty of user fraud, they found their online payment niche. Luckily, the PayPal we know today was born and went public in 2002, just in time to be bought up by eBay for $1.5 billion, all owed to some quick-thinking adaptation that kept them afloat. Number 1. Google had no business model to speak of. Google was just Google when it began. It had no particular direction and certainly no business plan to speak of. They didn't have a single stable income source until 2003 when they launched the AdWords program. This was when they took a leap from search tool to advertising leader. By 2008, this move had earned them an annual revenue of $21 billion. To this day, AdWords remains their greatest total revenue and profit. And Luxers, that's the end of our list of companies that successfully adapted to change. But of course, you know we have a question for you before you go. What was your early experience of some of these businesses before they adapted? And which big business do you think is due for an update? Let us know in the comments. And of course, for sticking with us until the end, here's your bonus. Napster started out as illegal, but sold legitimately. Peer-to-peer music swapping took the world by storm in 1999. It might have taken over a day to download an album because of dial-up internet speeds, but saving yourself the price of a CD was totally worth it. What Sean Fanning offered the world with Napster was access. But in 2000, the reality set in when Metallica and Dr. Dre took Napster to court for copyright infringement. They paid for these suits, but more followed, prompting a court order for Napster to either police its infringing users or shut down. With 26.4 million users in 2001, this would have been impossible. German media giant Bertelsmann bought the bankrupt Napster business for $85 million and quickly rebuilt it as a paid music downloading service. They reinvented a broke peer-to-peer sharing platform into a paid music downloading business model. It was a success, and in 2008 they sold the business to Best Buy for $121 million. They continue to this day and have over 9 million songs in their directory. It's a story of Robin Hood to Wolf of Wall Street. Thank you for spending some time with us, Luxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, alux.com. Thank you for being an Luxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.